James O'Brien, isn't it?
James, what would you say to those that said that we've already had a vote? 17.4 million people have voted. What would you say to them today?
Well done.
Ones that are watching. Well done. Does that mean you don't care about those voters, James? Everyone listens to you on the radio, James, but you're not willing to talk to anyone there in front of you. James, it's important that we discuss this with the people because
I'll be on the radio at 10 o'clock.
No, but people listen to you, not able to speak to James because you're not willing to talk to them.
Phone-in show.
Yeah, we've tried to do that. As soon as we said who we are.
0345 6060 973.
Look how smug you are about it, James.
To teach him how to
Tommy
use
Robinson. I work with Tommy Robinson.
So nasty to this nice man.
Nice man?
He's
No, he's not a nice man at all. No, he's not a nice man.
No, he's James O'Brien.
That was James O'Brien. The little rat. Absolute idiot. Hate him. Smug. See how he is? Well done. I asked him, what would you say to those 17.4 million people that voted? What would you say? He said, well done. Just shows how much they do not care about the democratic vote that we have put in, that we voted for. You know, it's clear. These guys do not care.
She's not here.
Who else is turning up? I'm hearing that Tom Watson and Owen Jones are on their way, so I'm just hovering. James, I can't believe how smug that guy was. If you don't know who he was, James O'Brien, LBC. What an absolute smug. Seriously. Let's find out. Let's have a little walk around and find out what people think. I find it ironic that so many people here, even though they love the EU, that you're the only one with the British flag.
I've got the British flag, I've got the French flag, and I've got the Swiss flag.
Oh, wicked. But do you know what it is? I just find it bizarre that even though you've got so much love for an organisation, you must never forget how much we love our own country.
Well, the answer is we belong as part of, we're members of a family. And that's part of
But when that family starts trying to rule over you, I mean, you've seen the videos in the EU. I mean, these guys, they make mockery of us. They make it. We're supposed to be, Britain's history. I mean, you obviously, I'm sure you know. My grandfather was on one of the first waves of D-Day, June 6, 1944, and I find it ironic that if you actually look at the dynamics of what the EU are trying to do, they want a one state. They want a one currency, a one state. That's exactly what
why,
wanted.
in a way, we would have been better off with a Norway solution or something like that.
Yes.
The answer is just crazy to think that we can go back to being a little island that has it.
But we can. I mean, look at that after the war. After the war, we were completely destroyed. I mean, the Blitz took us, most of it, Coventry, London, Birmingham, everywhere. Look at us now. We came back from that, and this is nothing like that.
No, but what I'm getting at is it's international situation. It's whether, in fact, you can hold your own. I mean, this was all predicated on us being good friends with America. Who wants to be friends with Donald Trump?
Yeah, but Donald Trump's clearly come out and said as soon as we leave the European Union, he'll happily start talking about trade deals.
But I don't
Trade
want
deals.
to talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you're a woman, you don't want to talk to Donald
There's
Trump.
so many women that support him. So many women support him. I know there's a lot.
I don't believe I'm not in the UK. I mean,
We had a march not long ago. It was down Whitehall, and we had thousands of women there, thousands of men there, thousands of children. They were all singing for Trump. So I mean, everyone's had their opinion. I'm never going to try and change yours, but I think it's very dangerous when you try and give the EU, which they are, an institute, every ability to give us laws that potentially won't work in our country. I find that UK in there should tell people in the United Kingdom what to do, and because things are irrelevant, we shouldn't really have a parliament if we're governed by the EU like we were. Why? What's the point in having a
We haven't
country?
been governed by the EU. We haven't even had.
All the laws.
Right, reason most people are out here now is because our government has collapsed. They're not doing anything.
It's because they're Remainers. Remainers are trying to leave the European Union, but they don't want to leave. If it was the Leavers in charge of leaving, we would leave. But you can't expect Remainers to take full control of leaving something they don't want to leave from.
I think we're in trouble whatever happens.
Yeah, no, I
because
agree.
there's only,
I agree.
well, there was what,
Division.
3%
Division is there.
Yeah.
So much division. I mean, I go around the country and I'm an independent journalist. I speak to various people, and it's clear there's so much division. Like people aren't willing to talk to their neighbours because they're a Remainer or a Leaver, and it's like, where's this come to?
And the answer is that I think we live in frightening times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there is the far right. I mean, I'll be honest and say what I think the problem is.
So what would you class as far right? What would you class as far right?
First of all, I was going to say I think our problem is austerity. And there was a misreading of the economic policy. We did not need to balance. We don't need to balance our accounts. A private person does, but a government doesn't. And had we not put in universal credit, had we given people more money, then our economy would have grown and we wouldn't have got into the situation we're in.
I mean, I do speak to a lot of people that use food banks. There are a lot of families that really do struggle. I mean, especially living in the housing market in London and everything else. But the question, what would you class as far right? Because there's a lot of talk, a lot of interviews today with current people. This is just my YouTube channel. I talk to various people. And what would you class as a far right? I mean,
I would class as far right somebody who was violent in their approach to politics.
Okay.
And I think fanatics on either side are equally.
Yeah, because there's a lot of left. Have you seen some of the Antifa?
Yeah,
Antifa. I mean, we had a march down here not long ago, and the Antifa attacked the police officers, and they were and you think, oh my
I mean,
god.
anybody who lets violence counteract diplomacy, because I mean, I suppose the answer is I'm really fed up with our parliament because I don't think a two-party system works. What it is confrontational. It's bound to be, because if you've got two people, two parties, you're always going to be trying to better one another. Whereas in other countries where they have to have a coalition, then you've got to stand back and say, well, this matters to me, and that doesn't.
It's interesting. Well, now, just one last final thing to you. When you talk about the far right, would there be any organisation in the UK that you've been told of that you would class as far right? Yeah, absolutely, 100% agree. Yeah. Would you class UKIP as far right?
Nigel Farage is marching through our community. He's not well.
He's not UKIP anymore.
No, I know, but he's marching through our community. He's starting in Chiswick and he's marching to West.
I don't think highly of Nigel. I think he's an elitist. I think he's part of the problem as well.
He's not much different from Chris Mark.
Listen, thank you so much for your time. You have a wonderful day. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Lessa, what the people are saying. She's okay. She's realistic. I mean, far right would be someone that uses violence to push their political agenda, which is not what UKIP does, not what we do. So it just clears out that, but I don't think she knows a lot about the EU because she doesn't think they govern us. I don't think she knows the extent of it, but yeah, let's have a chat with a couple more people. I like to find the people that I feel that haven't been influenced massively by the mainstream media. A lot of these young people would have been influenced by the mainstream media, influenced by people like Owen Jones and all the politicians that are running around talking about this. It's quite interesting to find people that maybe don't watch the mainstream media as an intent, but still have a view on the Remain side. So let's just find this gentleman here. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Hello, sir. My name's Daniel. I work for. I'm an independent journalist that works off YouTube. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions about why you're here today?
No.
Is that okay? So, what's let me turn this off so I can. What's brought you here today, sir?
Oh, I think it's the last chance. To make a stand against.
Do you think that we'll end up having a people's vote, or do you think this is maybe just a wish?
She'll try very hard to avoid it. And so will Corbyn. So we have to put pressure on displays like this.
What would be the main reason that you would want to remain in the European Union? What asset do they bring that you would say would be the main reason as to why you would want to stay?
Oh, it brings people together rather than drives them apart.
Okay, so in terms of people or in terms of countries?
both. I mean, we know people in France and have great friends there.
Yeah.
It's awful that we're now going to be separated in some way from them.
Do you believe that? I mean, apart from this,
and economically, it's going to be.
Do you think you'll have any problems if you say we left the European Union? Do you think that a month later you'd be able to go on holiday to France with no problems? But certain people I speak to today, they seem to think that as soon as we leave, they're not going to be able to go to France anymore.
We're going to be able to go, but once it all becomes a bit clearer, it'll get a bit more difficult. It won't be the smooth passage it is now.
Yeah. But we had that before the European Union, didn't we? I mean, how did that go?
We didn't like it, did we?
No. So, and what would you say to those that have said, 17.4 million people voted? There's not no large numbers of Leave supporters here today to say, I didn't know what I voted for, I want a second chance. What would you say to the people that say that we've had a vote, 17.4 million people, and you're basically just trying to overturn a democratic vote? What would you say to those?
It was 52-48.
Yeah.
It was a tiny majority.
But it's still a majority.
What's happening should take at least some account of what the minority thought.
Would you believe...
The hard Brexit line is totally opposed to bringing this country together. May's job should have been to bring the country together, and she didn't do it.
Do you not think it's strange that people are saying that the government haven't done the right thing, they haven't got us out properly, they haven't handled it, but then if you look at this, the actual facts of it, is that you have Remainers trying to leave the European Union when Remainers didn't want to leave in the first place. So it's very difficult for them to do the right job if they don't want to leave in the first place.
It's very hard. It shows, I think, that a referendum isn't a terribly good way to actually get a proper policy out of the country.
I mean, if this was the other way around, let me put it to you this way: if let's say on that vote you had won, the Remain side had won, and then you had thousands of Leave supporters here today saying we want another referendum, put it to the people, what would you say to those?
We'd try and explain why it was better to
So
remain.
let's say
deride them.
No, so let's say we voted to leave. We voted to remain.
Yes.
And then today you were here as
there was a Brexit
to say we didn't know what you voted for. But what would you say to those? Because obviously they would be like, well, we voted. You're saying we didn't like the vote. We did like the vote.
I think I'd try and say that they've got it wrong.
Yeah. Would you accept a second referendum if you were in that position?
I'd have to, but the logic says I'd have to, wouldn't I?
Yeah. But then wouldn't you be saying we've already voted and we won? Maybe. Maybe. Thank you, listen. Thank you very much for your time. Wonderful day. Have a take care. Thank you very much. So, I hope I haven't missed anyone going into the losers party. Police are here in numbers. Sorry. Anna Subri, thank you so much for coming. Anna Subri, can I shake your hand, please? Oh, bless her. Sorry, guys, I just want to shake her hand.
I don't know if she wants to shake
Oh, why? Hello, Anna.
It's a march,
Hello.
It's a festival.
How are you?
It's an everything. It's brilliant.
Anna, what would you say to those that said have already voted, Anna? Anna Subri, what would you say to those that have said about being a traitor? What would you say to those?
No, I think
the
we're all
comments.
great patriots.
What would you say about the comments made about being a traitor? How would you respond to that?
I mean, it's what a sad society we're in.
medieval.
Yeah. Would you agree with some of what they say?
No.
No? Do you not think your constituents voted to leave?
Yeah, but what did they ask to
They
leave?
voted to leave, and you have to abide by a democratic vote. Because if it was the other way around and you would have won to stay, you'd be saying the same to us. You would.
You're not entirely wrong.
You're not talking about.
You're going to talk about democracy.
It's true. Don't worry, guys. Ah! Okay. Okay. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Please don't. Okay. No. I'm just saying. I would just say. Let me turn this around. Let me just say. I would say that Anna Subri isn't listening to her constituents. Would you agree? Come on. They voted to leave.
Yeah, but what did they vote? They voted
Listen,
to
you
leave.
keep telling people that they didn't know what they voted. We all know what we voted for. People keep trying to tell us you didn't know what you
They
voted for.
voted
We
for
all know
what
we
they
voted for.
wanted,
Yeah.
but they didn't vote for how it was going
you're all right.
to happen.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're just having a discussion.
Why does police officers keep coming behind my back every time I go and speak to people? What have I done?
There's loads of police over here. I've just been told because I was just
Yeah,
at the other
because,
side of the barrier.
Please let me talk.
We
But now
are,
there's more.
seriously, we're having
Now there's more.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I haven't come over because you were having a conversation. I came over because someone else flagged over because they thought there was something going on.
Oh, no,
That's
no,
why.
she was expressing
So
her
I
views,
came
I was
over.
expressing mine. We're the British public, we're allowed to do that.
Absolutely.
But
That's
the
why
police
we've
seem
been
to think we
walking around
can't at the moment.
No,
they
not
do,
at all.
they
No,
do,
not
they
at all.
do.
You can have whatever conversation
Thank you.
you like.
Listen,
I'll let you carry on having your
If I could
conversation.
engage with
Yeah,
you,
please do.
that
Please do.
what I voted for
Yeah.
was a smooth, orderly exit. What I'm facing, and that genuinely terrifies me, is an over the cliff. The rich people have got
Who's told you that?
Who's told me that?
Who did you get your information from?
Because I have a degree in politics. Listen to that. I have a degree in politics, and I specialised in the British Constitution.
Yeah, sure.
And the democracy that we are being offered is not true. I think yes, we won, but what about the people who lost? Because democracy is
Yeah, but we
really.
could go around all the time and say, what would you say if you would have now won to remain, and then you had thousands of Leave supporters here going, we want another referendum.
I'd say fine, go
No,
ahead.
but that's
because
not how things work. That's not how a vote works.
No, we
You don't
voted-
just vote until you get what you wanted.
We voted to join the common market, and I'm old enough to remember that. And yes, it then devolved into the EU, but we're reversing that vote now.
You do
So
know that people's vote's never going to happen. You know that.
probably it won't. But I do.
So
feel
what do you think all this money could have been spent on? Maybe the homeless in London. I mean, if I'm an event
All the money
organiser.
they've already spent on Brexit, and that should have been for the
Absolutely, and I totally agree. But the whole spectrum needs to be there. We're concentrating on things.
So let me ask you
They
a
haven't solved the
question.
problem in 2 years, so somebody's got
Because
to
Remainers are trying to leave. You can't ask a Remain government to leave the European Union.
They are so appalling
The Remainers, you can't ask. It's like asking someone that wants to go for a curry. No, please. No, I don't want to. Bless you.
What I would like to
Get
say,
in, let the people have another vote, see we say yes or no, isn't it?
Yeah,
because
whatever he said.
what I'm voting on, wanting now, is a vote on the deal we're facing.
Yeah, but it won't happen because they're saying the deal.
Yeah, I know they won't. But
So how's
that's
it
what
going
I'm
to win?
objecting, because we did not vote for what we've got. And
Thank you so much.
I
do agree. Listen, I do agree with some of it. But what we're saying is 17.4 million people that are very, very angry. Okay, maybe let's take away 2 million people that have now changed their minds. There's still a hell of a lot of people that are saying, hold on a minute, I took my time, I walked out my house, I walked into that booth, I ticked that box, I knew I wanted to leave the European Union in its entirety. And now I'm being told my vote didn't count.
I think you're being told, or we're being told, that our vote did count, but what we voted for was what the press refers to as the unicorn, because, I mean, the most obvious example is the 350 million on the NHS.
I know who cares about that.
But I do, because
Okay,
I
well,
voted.
no one really cares about the
I
bus.
voted because
Everyone talks about the bus, but
no, I do.
Yeah.
You can't be.
well, think about the 42 billion that we could put into the NHS if we left with no deal.
Yes. How many trade deals have we now got? We were
America
told-
are saying as soon as we leave,
I don't
they'll
want
sit
to
with us.
trade with America.
They're the biggest traders.
Yeah, but do you want their chlorinate? And I know you think I'm lying, but my sister.
Think of trade, not the people who are Donald Trump.
I'm going to
Think of trade.
quote Oscar Wilde to you. He said about one man, he said he knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. And you think about that, and on that point, we'll shake hands.
Thank you, sweet. I'll take care, yeah? Thank you so much for talking to you. Take care, babe. Bye-bye. So I had a Subaru, the little traitor. So that was funny. I'll be riding shotgun out of the EU because we're leaving and there's nothing you can do. All the Remainers in the corner, having a chat. Bless him. Bless him. Die in the Adam Green, stick around and you see what I mean. Right. Come on, Owen Jones. Mr. Watson, where are you? What else we got here? Don't worry, guys. I know it's hard to deal with. We are leaving. So yeah, that was interesting. Anna Soubry asking her what she felt. So I'm going to pull that off later. And this is also smug. They don't care. Like, these people here think that these people to keep their salaries and their pensions and all this. They care about us. They don't care. That's clear. I mean, James thingy from LBC. I mean, I can't believe how rude he was. Absolutely. Anna Soubry again. They're just so smug. They don't care. Listen, I'm going to wait until, give me 10 minutes to come back on. I'm going to wait for any more Tom Watson and